Cause I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you by my side. It wouldn't feel like paradise.
You need to drink this whole damn thing because I'm tired.
Some cold was in the refrigerator.
Okay, somebody needs to drink them half-drink waters in there. How about that?
And you want me to drink behind somebody?
And tell me one of them probably yours.
No, they not.
No damn lie.
I always drink my water. You people, I always drink my water.
Quit lying to them damn folks.
I'm not lying.
Shit, you got like 30 damn bottles in here.
On the door, the first shelf on the door, it's like, it's them water bottles full. You see them?
No, they're not full.
Yes, they are.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bring you one of them.
Okay, well, if they not, bring me two of them.
No, I'm gonna bring you this one right here. This one right here is pretty full.
Okay.
It don't even make no dang sense.
Okay.
All them have drink of water.
Mama, can I do my introduction?
Well, go ahead.
Are you gonna be quiet so I can do my
You
introduction?
gonna bother me? And I can't even get it in the trash.
Can you at least say hey?
And get my trash can. Hello, world.
Jantra, you will go back there, please.
Wow.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Shelby's Diary. It is Shelby here. How you guys doing? So, today's video is basically gonna be 5 red flags. Well, not red flags. 5 reasons of a like 5 signs of a toxic relationship. Now, my mom would be perfect to talk about this with, but you see how she was just cutting up a few minutes ago. So we're gonna leave her alone. But anyways, yeah, so the reason why I got inspired to do this video, lately I have been going through, I've been in an ongoing toxic relationship for the past 5 years. And I finally got to that point in my life, not like today, like I got my revelation today, but not that long ago, I finally gotten to that point in my life to where I realized that, hey, this relationship is unhealthy. This relationship is not right. And I'm a firm believer in sharing knowledge and sharing experiences to help other people out, whether it be male or female. So I wanted to, like I said, I'm a firm believer on sharing experiences and stuff like that and helping people out. So I wanted to do a short little video, just giving my outlook on, like, just giving my 5 reasons, not like the top reason or not like the only reasons to know that you're in a toxic relationship, but 5 that I dealt with personally. So I got my water, y'all, my half-drunk water, because she swear me down this is mine, and we're gonna get right into it. So guys, nevertheless, let's get right into the video. Okay, so number 1, I wrote me down some notes. There's like a lot from back here. It's front and back, y'all. Because I didn't want to forget anything, and I wanted to be very specific, because this is like such a very serious, like, this is a serious thing, you know, because a toxic relationship can affect it can affect your mind. It can affect your mental thinking process. It can affect your attitude. It can affect your energy that you give off. It can affect a lot of different stuff. You'd be surprised at, you'd be surprised. And those of you that have been through it and have witnessed it, make sure you like this video right now, if you know exactly what I'm talking about in returns to a toxic relationship. But we're gonna get right into it. So, number 1, the first one that I have down is constant disrespect. And it's constant disrespect, but then side note, and not caring about it. So, when I say constant disrespect, I'm not being dramatic. I'm not trying to be like, oh, that's not when you're dealing with disrespect, if not every day, I was in a relationship or was dealing or a situationship to where I was dealing with a guy that it was like almost every day I was dealing with him doing something disrespectful towards me or saying something disrespectful towards me, and like almost every day. And because I didn't know my worth, and because I'm still feeling as I go in terms of my worth, I sat and I dealt with it. 5 years, y'all. 5 years of my life that I cannot get back. And it's sad. It really is. It really is. When you think about it, it's really sad. But little that when I say like constant disrespect, that's exactly what I mean. Like constant disrespect. Like they always coming out their mouth with something crazy. Always. And then it doesn't even, a lot of people think when somebody disrespects you, they can disrespect like disrespect is always something serious. No, because you can joke and play around and still be disrespectful towards somebody. Because I've done it before. I've witnessed it myself where it's been done to me. Okay? So not only are they doing it every single day, but now it's turned into jokes. Like, oh girl, and they think it's funny. Or like, you know, they do it like they disrespect you so much to the point that they don't even realize that they doing it. Like they say something and then you giving them that look like, really? And then they're like, what, but what I say, what I do, what? And then you be like, that was so rude. Man, that wasn't rude. You just being sensitive. That wasn't disrespectful. You just in your feelings. Stuff like that. Another thing about being around or having someone that constantly disrespects you, it can be very detrimental to you, because not only do they get used to doing it, you get used to receiving it. Because I know that's how I was. And I'm being very transparent in this video. In my 5-year situation, y'all, I'm just as tacky as I want to be, but in my 5-year situation, it got to the point he was so disrespectful towards me. It got to the point to where I didn't even notice he was being disrespectful. Like he would say certain stuff, and then like my mom or like my sisters or my family would be like, "Girl, I don't even know how you deal with. I don't know how you deal with him." And I'd be like, "He just playing." They don't understand his sense of humor. He just be playing. It ain't that he just playing. It's not that they don't understand his sense of humor. You just don't realize that he being disrespectful. Or he or she is being disrespectful, because this conversation could go both ways. You've just become so immune to it that you don't even realize that he or she is constantly belittling you, disrespecting you, demising you. You done got so used to it. Not only does he think he joking, he has mentally got inside of your head and has like mentally did so much damage to you. Not only does he feel like he joking, but he got you so twisted that you think that he joking, or she got you thinking that she's joking. They don't be playing. Well, they don't be playing. Disrespect is disrespect. I'm sorry. And it's not funny. It's not funny at all. But we're going to move right along to number 2. So, number 2 that I have down is never reaching an understanding. Now, when I say never reaching an understanding, I mean like y'all are always at odds about a situation, or even if you sit down and you talk about it, it's never really resolved. You just done said, you said what you said, he said what she said, or she said what she said, and that's just it. There's never really understanding. Y'all just both talked And that's it. So, like, if you can never express yourself to this person, like, anytime you say something, you know, or anytime you feel like you want to say something, something comes over you where you just like, no, I just need to hold it in. Nah, I don't need to say nothing because he gonna get an attitude or she gonna get an attitude, and then it's gonna go from 22 to 2.5 billion real quick, you know, because anytime I say something, he or she, you know, I be doing too much. I got told that too. The whole 5 years. It's probably been a little more than 5 years, but the whole 5 years. I was always doing too much. Always. When I say always, I mean always. Then I got so used to him always saying, oh, you doing too much. It got to the point where when he did do something that I didn't like, I didn't know how to come to him and tell him about it. I didn't know how to say, hey, no, I need to talk to you real quick. Because I was always scared because I didn't know what reaction I was going to get. I didn't know, I didn't know if it was going to end up going into a argument, or, I didn't know. I didn't know whether we were going to have a good day or a bad day afterwards. So it got to the point where I shut down. I started shutting down, and I started, like, not really talking and stuff like that. Because I didn't know how to anymore. Because anytime I did, I was always doing too much. And then not only did he always say that I was doing, like I said, just like with the constant disrespect, they get inside your head and twist your head so bad, you get to the point where you start believing that what they saying is true. Like, dang, it is me. I am being too sensitive. Baby, I am doing too much. Like, I'm always doing too much. And then with my situation, not only was he telling me I was doing too much, he had everybody else around me telling me, like, everybody else around me was like, oh, you doing too much. She crazy. She is crazy. You need to leave her alone. She crazy. And then, you ever hear that saying, like, once you hear it so much, you go to believe in it? That's what it was for me. I don't know if it's like that for any of y'all, but that's what it was for me. I started to believe it. Like, everything that he began to say out of his mouth, I believed it about myself. Because not only was he saying it, everybody else was saying it too. But that's another conversation for another day. We're going to move right on along. So, the next step I have down is it's always your fault. Always, always, always your fault. So, like, if, like, a situation happens where y'all kind of fall out or whatever, y'all have a disagreement, and they can never see the wrong that they do. They never think that they've said anything wrong or did anything wrong, or they don't feel like they could have handled the situation in a better manner, or they're like, well, I did this because you did that. If you hadn't did this, then I went and did what I did. I always feel like they have to justify why they did or why they said what they said. Like, well, I only did it because of you. You the reason why I did it. If you hadn't did all of this, then I wouldn't have did what I did. And we wouldn't be right here where we at today. Bullcrap. And set aside them like, oh, well, if you hadn't did this, I wouldn't have did that. They turn around and they hit you with that. They turn around and they always point out, you always got your attitude. See, that's why I do this, because of your attitude. See, I do this because of your mouth. Like, no matter what the situation is, it always comes back to you. Like, it's always you. They react and they do the things that they do because of you. Like, they lead you to believe that if you would have a better attitude, if you would change the fact that your mouth's so flipped, then maybe I wouldn't act the way that I act. I got told that so many times. I'm talking about, like for real. I got told that so many times. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. And then what it is females, I know for females, I can't say about males, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, it goes both ways. But what it is with females, you know, the guy that we're so in love with, he comes, well, if you would do this, then maybe I wouldn't do stuff that I wouldn't do that. If you wouldn't do this, then maybe I wouldn't do the stuff that I do. If you did that, maybe I wouldn't do the stuff that I do. So you know what we start doing? Which brings me to my next point. We start changing who we are to appeal more to them. Because we're so in love. I did that too. I'm talking about you know, the guy that I was dealing with, he used to be like, oh, you got such a nasty attitude. You talk too much. Your mouth so fucking flip. These are things he was saying to me. So you know what I did? Even though eventually it ended up working out for me for the better because it made me a better person in the long run, what I did was I started changing. I started to build up this thin layer of not caring. Oh, he being disrespectful? I don't really care. You said that and that was rude for you to say? I don't really care. You talking to me crazy? I don't really care. You just want a reaction out of me and I'm not going to give it to you. Because I'm trying to show him so badly that I done changed. And in the beginning, it was a facade. It was a facade. Like, I was like really faking the funk and I faked the hell out of it. I was doing it it made me a better person. But I didn't do it because I felt like I needed to. I did it because he wanted me to. Or he felt like he was just like, well, you ever thought about like this is what he said verbatim. Like I said, I'm being very transparent in this video because I'm all about helping people. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to see another female go through what I went through. Because like this is some serious stuff. But you know, he would tell me like, maybe if you wonder why we ain't back together, maybe if you would work on your attitude, then maybe I would be back with you. And you know me, I love him, let me work on my attitude. So that's what I did. And then guess what? I worked on my attitude. You think he started doing right? No. Because they're going to always find something wrong with you as an individual. If a person cannot accept who you are wholeheartedly the way you are, you should not have to change. You should not have to change yourself to fit a man's or a woman's criteria of who you should be. The person you're supposed to be with is going to love you the way that you are. And if you do change, you're not going to change. Not only are you changing as an individual, but you're going to change as a couple. They're going to change and grow with you. If you find yourself doing all the sacrificing and all the changing, and they just sitting back like, and as soon as you finish this, like with me, like the attitude thing, I start working on my attitude. Then you know what he starts saying? Oh, your mouth too flip. So I start working on not talking so crazy. Then you know what he said? You need to get in the gym. You need to, like, and then like even though I'm like saying like he was like you need to get in the gym, but he started pointing that out. Like, man, you need to start going to the gym. They're never gonna be satisfied with who you are. They're always complaining about something. Always. And then it takes me back to the first point that I said, like, you know, they start to say it so much and then they get in your head and they cloud your judgment so bad, you start to believe it about yourself. You start to, well, if I do this, it'll be better. It'll be better. It'll be better. Newsflash, it ain't never gonna get better. Because you can't change a man and you can't change a woman, fellas. The only person that can do that is the good man above. That's just the God living truth. But moving on to number 5, my final point. And it's going to be like a 2-part thing because I wanted to talk about both of them. So I just combined them into one. They kind of coexist, but then again, they don't. But half of it is They know what you deserve, but they don't want to give it to you, or they don't want to be that for you. Oh, my flip falls asleep, yeah. Oh, I hate that. That's like the worst feeling in the world. But anyways, they know your worth, but they don't want to give it to you. You know, they find themselves, you find them constantly saying to you like, man, you such a good girl, man. You deserve better, man. I got told that so many times. And then you know what my following question is? Okay, well, if you know I deserve better, why won't you do better? They don't want to do better because they're not going to do better because they don't want to do better. A person has to want to be better for somebody else. Like, you never heard that saying, a guy's going to treat you, men only do what you allow them. Same thing with, a person is only going to do what you allow them to do, but guarantee when the right person comes along, they going to get right. And if you with somebody that ain't doing right, maybe that's because that ain't the one. Like, it took me years to finally accept that, but now I do. I accept it, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You have to know your worth. That's the biggest thing about all of this. You've got to know your worth. You've got to. Because knowing your worth, whether you know your worth or not, determines what you allow yourself to go through. What you end up dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all in a way comes back to you. Like, you have to set the boundaries on what you are and aren't going to deal with. And then the second part of that is like, and I dealt with this. This was very, very recent. Like, in the 5 years, like more towards the end of the 5 years that I dealt with this person. Like, they would, like, the way they acted when it was just me and them was completely different from how they acted when they were around other people. Completely different. I mean, like, it would just be me and him, and I'm talking about the sweetest person in the world, loving, caring, being so sweet, so romantic, pouring out his feelings and his emotions. And then as soon as he got around his mama, or as soon as he got around his sisters, or as soon as he got around his friends, all of that went out the window. All of it went out the window. And then in return, you know, there were times where, you know, they would, you know, say certain stuff and stuff like that. And then I'm looking at him like, yo, you're not going to say nothing to them? Or you not going to say nothing to them? You just going to let them think that about me? You know what I'm saying? And then he would never say anything when we were around them. But then as soon as we got by ourselves, man, I'm going to talk to them because they shouldn't look at you like that. They don't know my feelings I have for you. So only me and you gonna fucking know? Like, really? You love it. You love me and like me enough to express it to me, but you can't let the world know? Okay. But anyways, y'all, that concludes my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to go check out my last video that I did. I believe it was, I don't even know what, I did a prank on my mom. Well, I tried to do a prank. It was an epic fail, but it's really funny. Make sure y'all go check that out. The link will be down below in the description box. Also, be sure to go check out Ashley Redmond's song Magic. That is the song that I have playing in my intro as well as my outro. Link will also be down below in the description box. Be sure to go over there, check it out, and like it up, you guys. Show her all the love that you can. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Happy Sunday, and I will see you guys later. Peace. I'm out. 'Cause I don't